My wife, she says that I cook and eat too much meat.
So it's my fault.
Yeah, of course it is. But so today is not going to be any butter croissant steak sandwich that we are doing because, as you all well know, happy wife, happy life. So I'm making a salad.
You bet.
And of course, you cannot go from one extreme to the other. So we are making a salad with grilled beetroots. See, and that's going to be fun. And actually, this is from a friend's garden. We got them, so we were sort of forced to do this. But jokes aside, this is going to be really delicious, so stick around on this. Word of advice, use gloves. Unless you think that purple fingertips is a fashion statement, then I would use gloves because they do stain. And they have just been washed and the tops and the ends have been cut off. And now I'm just going to peel them quickly with a potato peeler. They're easy to deal with. They're not so much to say.
I think it's easier than the potato, right?
Much easier, yeah. They are smaller and they are sort of
softer in the sense.
They are softer, yes. And it goes really darn easy. All we're going to do for now is we're going to halve it and we add it to a roasting pan. There they are, all peeled and cut and have beautiful color. Now we're going to give them a little bit of balsamic vinegar. I don't know, what do we call that?
A drizzle all over.
A drizzle all over, just because that gives super flavor. Actually, we're going to use that also in the dressing, but now we want to roast them with this. Olive oil, and again, give them a nice drizzle of that. I don't know what that is. This much, whatever that is in technical terms. Freshly cracked black pepper. And a couple of pinches of sea salt. Nice. I'm just going to give that a quick stir so everything is nice and coated. I didn't want to get again my hands in here, so just using a spoon. Everything is nice. That looks good to me. Beautiful. Now that goes in the oven, middle rack, 180 degrees, and then we'll take, what will it take, 45, 50 minutes about? Something like that.
Yeah.
And while they cook in there, we are going to move on with our dressing and the rest of the ingredients. For our salad, we are going to use some roasted pine seeds. You could go with roasted walnuts, for instance, if you wanted to, or other types of nut. But
chestnuts
could also be a good idea. So we are just going to let this go up to medium heat, I would say, and into a pan, dry pan. But be careful, they burn easy. So let them just slowly come up to temperature, and when they're slightly brown, switch it off, because otherwise they burn in no time. So just let them go and take care. And there they are, nice and golden brown. And now for the dressing, because that's where the magic happens, because you need dressing. They don't taste so much beetroot, but this dressing, you're going to love it. We start out with balsamic vinegar. If you want it sweeter, you could use balsamic cream, but I would warn against it. 2-3 tablespoons, something like that.
Yeah.
Something in that direction. And spoon of honey, nice Greek aromatic honey, just a tablespoon, not more. We don't want it to be.
You get the sweetness anyway.
Yeah, you want to, the acidity and the sweetness gives a nice balance in a dressing like this. So that to a side, and then a large teaspoon of Dijon mustard, I would say, like something like that.
Even more, I think. We have a lot of beetroots.
Okay, I give it a little bit more.
Yeah, good.
The mustard gives great flavor also. A bit of black pepper, freshly cracked, and sea salt, not to forget, goes in also. And then it's gonna be lemon from our own garden, super aromatic. First we do the zest, that gives great flavor in a dressing like this. Be careful not to go through to the white, because that's bitter, so only take the yellow part. Get it all off.
I don't know in how many countries they eat the beetroots. I mean, in Greece it's very popular salad and side dish.
Scandinavia the same.
Okay, there you only have roots anyway, nothing else grows.
Well, that's sort of true. So that it smells
That the aroma came here, yeah.
all over the place.
Fantastic.
Then we want the juice of the lemon also. So
You can never cook without lemon and garlic.
nope. Ooh, that's a juicy one. Nice. And the other half, we want all of it.
It's a nice tool up there, but you have to be strong to use.
No, it's excellent actually, especially because it has the lime side and the lemon side. So I like that thing. Then we're going in with some garlic. I would say 2 cloves. Has to taste nice.
It has to taste, because beetroots don't have much.
Yeah, they do have some taste.
Some, yeah. But
So there we are. Now it's just a question of mixing these up first so that everything is nice combined. So we can start whisking properly. We need to dissolve the honey first. And then we start whisking in olive oil. I'm not sure how much I want here. It's down to consistency of how you want this. I think that about does it. We have a nice vinaigrette, slightly thickened, not, you don't want to emulsify it too much so it becomes like mayonnaise direction, but you want to have it a little bit emulsified, like, I don't know if you can see it here, but it's slightly thicker, a little bit viscous compared to just the vinegar. That's perfect. Now we set this aside and let the flavors melt together while we wait for the beetroots. Our beets have been in the oven for almost half an hour, so it's time to give it a check to see how they're doing. Actually that was one glove too much. We just want this one. Just want to take them with a fork. No, they are still hard. Quite hard actually. So, but we're going to give them a quick toss. Just to flip them around a little bit in the liquids here. If it starts to dry out in the bottom, you can add a little bit of water, but in this case, that's not a problem. So now we're going to let them go for probably, maybe even half an hour more. Well, that took longer than expected, but let's see how they're doing now. Let me get my fork and my spoon here. Yeah, now they're fine. They are penetratable, but they're not falling apart. You don't want them to fall apart. So the big ones, they're perfect. So now we want to get these out and we want to let them cool down. Actually, I might yank them in the fridge to get this speeded up a little bit because we want them to be, let's say, room temperature before we make the salad. Time to get this show on the road. Salad bowl, and then we're going to take a good handful of washed and rinsed rocket, rucola, whatever you call it, depending on your region. Something like that, I would say. Then we take our nice tender and room temperature beetroots here, and we cut them into nice bite-sized chunks like that, and then into the salad they go. So we have like a nice balance. I don't know how much we want now for this amount of rocket. Do you think that does it?
I think you need to add some more.
Okay. Anyway, it is the beetroots which are the star of this one. So next step, everything looks perfect. We take some crumbled feta, good Greek feta. Get the good stuff. Don't go for any of this fake that they're not allowed to call feta actually because it's PDO. So we put in a little bit of this for now. We will dress it later, but I want some in the salad. Then I have put our beautiful dressing in a squirt bottle, so it's easy to get the right amount on the salad. I don't know how much we want here. Nice coating. And then we're just going to toss it. And when you toss salad, do it thoroughly because that's what makes the rocket or any other green leaf salad a little bit tender, a little bit soft, so you don't get that chewy thing. So give it a minute or two, toss it nicely. Just because it's salad, it doesn't have to be like finished in a second. You have to give it love. And now it's time for the final touches. Nice plate for presentation. We take our beautiful, beautiful salad here in the middle. And some beetroots on top so you can see them. It looks gorgeous actually. It's really beautiful. There we are. Now everything is on the plate. Then we're gonna give this a little bit more crumbled feta over top here, because that is good flavor, like that. And then our pine seeds.
That looks actually delicious.
It
I don't know
looks-
why you complain all the time.
I'm not
that
complaining.
there
I'm
is
actually,
no
I'm,
meat
I'm,
here.
I'm actually getting. I think I'm gonna like this, although I'm missing some meat component, butter, something. There you have it: roasted beetroot salad, roasted pine nuts, feta cheese, lemon dressing. It cannot get better. Well, moment of truth. It actually looks good. It smells good. And I think my mother would be proud of me because I've spent the whole afternoon cooking a salad. And she's sort of vegetarian, so yeah, maybe I'll get bonus points for this one. So, some rocket, some beetroot, feta. Yeah, we have to have everything in one bite here. And at least one thing you can say, it's colorful, so it looks good. Let's give it a try. That's actually darn good. The beetroots are cooked to perfection. They still have a little bit of bite. They're not mushy at all, but tender and nice, good tasting with the balsamic vinegar. The dressing is perfect, not too garlicky. If you wanted more garlicky, of course you can add more. That's all up to you. But this would sit perfectly next to a pound of ribeye or something like that.
Of course.
I think, but definitely, no, this salad is going in on my list of side dishes that I'm really going to make again because I like it. It's really good. So give this a shot.